Hello, everyone, and welcome to HWE Recall episode 5. The 5th episode of HWE Recall. Welcome, everyone. We took a day off last week, so we missed Recall last week. There was also no HWE/MEW Classic on Tuesday. Just a little week off to sort of get things done in the personal life, and everyone deserved a break. We've been working really hard on the road to HWE Final Hour, delivering these recall episodes, these classic episodes. Whether it's the production team, these superstars themselves, we're working hard as we go on the road to HWE/MEW HWE Final Hour, straight up. News regarding Final Hour, the future of HWE tomorrow. Don't miss Haunted Jacob and Skeletor, myself, live tomorrow in the late afternoon for a huge announcement on the future of HWE. We've been promoting this event as our final event. Well, more news regarding that tomorrow. Make sure to tune in. It will be a huge announcement, and if you don't, it's going to be all over social media and on the website. Don't forget, we do have a website, the CJ Wrestling website. The link is on our YouTube description and in this the YouTube description of this podcast as well. So just go click CJ Wrestling website, and you're gonna see our site where you could go and you could click on the HWE tab, and then you get all your HWE stuff, or you go click on the WWE 2K26 Universe Mode tab, where you get to see our WWE Universe Mode tab as well. So that's about it. Thank you all for commenting. Thank you all who's here. Zilla, Samuel, Sebas. Thank you all for joining us here on HWE Recall, where we recall certain matches. We talk about the history of HWE because we have a huge history and just lots of great stuff on our channel, and we want to remember those moments, those times where we worked really hard, to post and upload a video, those times where our superstars, delivered an excellent match or an excellent promo. We want to remember those moments. Today we're going to talk about Asolis versus Gladiator from MEW Season 1, Episode 15, where they faced off in a Residence of Fire match, and the first ever of its kind. What is a Residence of Fire match? We're going to talk about that later on in this show. But it's a double header for tonight. And for HWE/MEW Classic, that's going to air on Tuesday. We have Asolis versus Gladiator, and then we have Wyatt versus the Blizzard, a special match that no one has seen before. So, 2 matches on Tuesday that will get uploaded. So, I'm looking forward to that, and so you guys, as you should. Tonight's guest is Zhane Saint Savior, Fire of the Heavens. Zhane Saint Savior, who will be facing Genji Reisker for the HWE World Championship. Let's bring Zhane Saint Savior with us right away. Mr. Zhane, how are we doing tonight?
A blissful night, and as always, I will always be grateful. Coming to an HWE Recall.
Absolutely. You're one of the superstars with the most appearances on Recall. Have you have you been here all the episodes, or at least almost all the episodes?
I've been here since the first episode, and I've never stopped since. I wasn't there the last couple episodes because I was busy doing something, but obviously, you know, I've been on Recall for like I'd say the most couple times.
Yeah. Well, we're always glad to have you here with us on Recall. Zane, let's talk about this matchup here: Asolis versus Gladiator, MEW Season 1, Episode 15. Then we'll go on and talk about Wyatt and the Blizzard, and then we're going to end with a huge and long discussion on the final hour. But Asolis and Gladiator, those are two superstars that, you know, they know each other very well. From MEW Season 1, the rivalry, you know, that really defined Asolis. He then later went to beat Haunted Jacob for the World Championship at MEW Season 1, Episode 25. So 10 episodes after this matchup that we're going to talk about. So this is really what built Asolis, at least in my opinion. For you, Zane, do you think this is an important matchup in the perspective of Asolis, as he was then crowned later the MEW World the MEW World Champion, and then went on to even retire Haunted Jacob at episode 30? How important is this
I'd
match?
say very important. Why? Because honestly, this match alone kind of showed who we are, who everybody, like, how do I put this delicately? I'm saying this in like a very mumbled way. This match kind of shows it out as the turning point for Asolis and MEW, because I feel like it was the opening to now later become MEW World Champion,
Yeah.
but also later on, not only defeat Haunted Jacob one time, but two times, even ending his career in the second one. I
Absolutely.
say that's the biggest moment in Asolis' career, right? Like,
Has to be.
come on. But yeah, I say this match alone definitely was his turning point, and it ended up becoming a great one because it benefited him not only for the better, but that's the greatest.
For sure. But how about for Gladiator? This man, you know, not as known, not as, you know, wasn't the favorite in this matchup. Just to say, he's not, you know, as popular as the guys we see right now with, you know, Haunted Jacob, the Damien Skull, yourself. As a Gladiator, really, you know, coming in, and he had, I guess, nothing to lose in this matchup. What do you think about Gladiator?
In a personal way, I still kind of hate him for what he did to me in the gauntlet match.
Yeah.
Personally, I I have nothing to say about this man, but I'm gonna put that aside and kind of say he really had nothing to lose. He had nothing to lose. I mean, he's had honestly about like I don't know, like a little bit up. He's had a best and a worst, you know, time back in MEW. Wasn't really as known as you just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I know, I think in my experiences, I mean, being open to being open to a business, you know, as I have a career where, like, you know, I've lost a couple times, but like I never let that slow me down. I got better.
For sure.
I think I think Gladiator in this moment got better and knew his mistakes. But well, I mean, Gladiator, as much as we know, again, not as known, very very unspoken.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say this: I think Gladiator, like you said before, had nothing to lose, but he had about like almost everything to gain at the same
Right.
time. But it just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen that quick. Sometimes it takes you a minute, and then you lose it in control. He had a nice team though.
I mean, he did. But look, this is a serious question and a serious topic about Gladiator. Because Gladiator, we like to compare Gladiator to someone like Sinister. Sinister, we all call him underrated. We all call him, deserves better. He's amazing. He deserves better. But is Gladiator in that same sphere with Sinister? We always like to compare him with Sinister, but is he on Sinister's level in your opinion? Is he close? Is he way off? What's your opinion on that?
From the way I put it, he's up there. I mean, he's there. I mean, he's just there because, as much as I know, I can even literally put on a whole list in a pedestal for you. But I'm not gonna waste everybody's time and simply do that all night because obviously we got to get on with the show. But
Of course.
truthfully enough, I will say Gladiator is up there, but he is a little bit way off to where he needs to be or to where he was at that point. Because Sinister, underrated, he does deserve better. But understand it, deserve better. Very, very an unspoken guy. And as much as I see nothing but respect in Sinister. I've always had respect for the guy. I've always had respect for Gladiator too, and I think he's very underrated. I think he's also very he's very underrated, but also very underappreciated. Because in a way, he's helped, MEW to this point. He's helped almost everything past HWE.
He's been here for a long time. He's been here for a long time.
Yeah.
And we don't seem to realize that.
Yeah, he's been here for a long time. I think, as much as I like to ask, how long has he been here? Just for everybody that doesn't know.
Well, Gladiator, he's been from almost the start of MEW season 1. Very early on, Gladiator was a member of the MEW roster, and he continued till the end, and then later joined HWE. He returned, I believe, in the Stamina Slam Gauntlet match, where we all know what happened. Let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it.
For anybody that's looking at my camera and my point of view, if I swear on everything, you know who he pinned.
Yeah, but you should be blaming Soul a little more, right? Soul is kind of the dynamite here, right?
Oh, obviously. Is that even a question?
Soul.
Is that even a question? Is that even a question? He is the dynamite. I don't hate Gladiator for taking advantage. I mean, true.
It could have been anyone.
I mean,
it ended up being
It could have been anyone. It could have been anybody.
Truthfully, Zane, I would have done the same as Gladiator.
But truthfully, I would believe that, but I would see it. I see it coming because I would see it coming. But also, thank me for taking out Saul. By the way,
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I never thanked you for that. Well, Zane, I thank you. Man to
well,
man.
you're welcome. But remember, I'm not giving you another apology again.
All right. All right, let's move on.
Anyways,
What were we discussing?
we were discussing well, let's get back to Gladiator's point of view here. You know, I will say he's very underappreciated. He's been here since the start of MEW and the start of HWE returning in the Gauntlet match. Never got his moment at All War Ahead, obviously, because we all know what happened.
Yep.
But you know, he got. But anyways, in my opinion, I think he put the best performance in that match alone. And to this comment out here, I think, and as far as I'm concerned, I could agree with this comment. I mean, like, I think it's called. I think his name is Neutro. He said in his opinion, Gladiator put in the best performance of his career in that match. And if he's not mistaken, I think he was the only one that made Asolis pass out.
He did. He defeated Asolis.
I definitely can remember that because I think, in my opinion, I think that was the guy who I saw Gladiator at least, gave him a fight for his life. I mean, sure, we could talk about the spear from Rome. Sure, we could talk about, all of his other moves. But he was the guy that made Asolis pass out.
He did. And we talked about Asolis then going on to beating Haunted Jacob and, really going on the rise of his career. That could have been Gladiator.
Really?
That could have been Gladiator in that position.
Yeah, but also really think about this. If it wasn't the end of MEW at this point of age, maybe we would have saw Asolis versus Gladiator for the MEW World Championship.
I believe that was the planned matchup at that, what was it? Was it called Residence of Fire, that PLE that we were supposed to air?
I would think so.
Yeah, and then we shut down, so that match never happened. You're absolutely right.
I would definitely think so.
By the way, hello to Zilla.
Oh yeah, big hello,
Sebas.
Yeah.
And to all others joining, please again comment down below, ask questions if you guys want to. We're live, by the way. We're live.
Best moments in the career of Gladiator. I wish in that moment he would have became MEW World Championship before, the eventual downfall of it. But that's timing for you, man.
Yeah, sometimes God says, well, you're gonna have to wait, right?
Yeah. Oh, 1 second.
So Zane and I just talked about really how this match affected both Asolis and Gladiator. Asolis, after this match, went on this incredible rise to the top, becoming the top star until HWE arrived, and we all know what happened. Supposedly, he had gotten fired by either Damien Skull, either Skeletor, and we still don't know. Damien Skull said it was Skeletor. Skeletor said it was Damien Skull. Whatever. We might never know. But that kind of then ended his championship reign, because his world championship, he had it at the end of MEW Season 2. Right, Zane? Am I not mistaken?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're not mistaken. As far as I'm concerned, that basically ended his reign alone.
So he never lost the championship.
Never lost, and I feel like it's already came to that point where, I wish his reign never ended, but that's just
he was on this incredible reign. He went, defeated Haunted Jacob at episode 25, season 1. He goes to episode 30, beats Haunted Jacob two times, twice in a row. He then goes to MEW season 2, goes at Final 4 in that fatal 4-way match, retains. He then faced Skeletor 1-on-1 on the Fatality episode. He won. And then went to Waves of Evil, defeated, I believe, Gladiator.
It was Gladiator, definitely.
It was Gladiator. So Asolis got his revenge on Gladiator.
Yeah, more likely. Like, he got his revenge.
And then, boom, shut down. And then he lost the title. Not in a match.
Shut down.
But now, talking about Asolis, he is back in the ring at Final Hour. Can we talk about that? It's been very long.
It's been far too long. It has been far too long.
I mean, since, I believe, 2023, 2024? No, I believe 2023, when MEW
I think it was actually, it was 2023, actually.
So 3 long years. And
3 long years.
We saw him at All Warhead 2025. We all, that huge moment. His return. And now, finally, in a match. We're going to talk about that, though, later. Now, let's take a short break. And we will be back. And we'll continue discussing this monumental match for these two superstars. And then we're going to move on to speak about Wyatt and the Blizzard. Again, doubleheader. Tuesday, Asolis vs. Gladiator will air as part of a classic episode from MEW Season 1, Episode 15. And then Wyatt versus the Blizzard in a never-seen-before matchup. They will both air on Tuesday in separate videos, of course. So, Zane, let's take a short break, and we'll be back. Save the storm, save the night. In the darkness, find the light. As the world shatters, we rise. In unity, defying demise. Welcome back, everyone. Before the break, we talked about Asolis versus Gladiator at MEW Season 1, Episode 15. Zane and I discussed really how this match both affected Asolis and Gladiator in very different ways, in positive ways for both, despite the result of the match. Doubleheader on Tuesday. Asolis, Gladiator, MEW Season 1, Episode 15. It does say on the graphic Episode 8. That is wrong. Wyatt versus the Blizzard as well. An never seen before matchup from Wyatt that we will witness on Tuesday. So, very excited for that one. Zane, we talked about Asolis. We can talk about Wyatt. And we could talk about how it's going to relate at Final Hour. Because as we know,
Well,
Wyatt's defending the Golden Weight Championship against Asolis, who returns to the ring after 3 long years. Asolis, who's the general manager as well. And Asolis, that same person who we have not seen since All Were Ahead. And then we got Jay Crow.
debuting. The man who's going to make his official debut. The man who's going to officially debut at Final Hour. And obviously, it's going to be a title opportunity for him now.
Huge matchup for him. If you think about it,
Very
Jay
huge.
Crow is going in, debuting in a huge triple threat match, facing Wyatt, one of the greatest superstars in HWE, the Golden Weight Champion who has not lost since the start of HWE. And then Asolis, who's making a huge return after 3 long years, and he's a former world champion and a champion who had never lost the championship in the first place.
And you also kind of look at it this way, Wyatt hasn't been in the ring in a while either.
For sure, I agree.
But, like, you got to debut like Jay Crow, you got to return like Asolis, and he's defending his title in his return, obviously.
A stacked match.
I feel like when you kind of look at it this way, I think, me personally, I think Jay needs it the most. I mean, he's making his debut. I made my first, like, pay-per-view debut in a title match.
You did, versus Sinister.
I know the pressure. You know what I'm saying? I know the pressure when it comes to a championship match.
It's a lot of pressure, but at the same time, Zane, if we look at it another way, he's going in versus Wyatt and Asolis. He's not going in versus Santa Hulk and Master Mexico. He's going in versus Wyatt and Asolis. Even if he loses, by the way, he doesn't need to take the pin. It's a triple threat matchup. Wyatt could go on to pin Asolis, or Asolis could go on to pin Wyatt. Jake, I believe, is nothing to lose. No one really knows the guy. We don't know what to expect. He can literally pull off a tiny bit of, sparkles, of little sprinkles, and we'll all be happy and ecstatic.
A bit of
So,
alrighty,
Zane,
but anyways,
what are your thoughts on that matchup involving Wyatt, Asolis, and Jay Crow?
Honestly, I wish the boys good luck. I wish them good luck. I wish Jay good luck, because obviously, making your first match become a championship match, that's one hell of an accomplishment. That is one hell of an accomplishment. One hell of an accomplishment. And obviously, I don't wish him any bit of luck. Nobody knows him yet. Nobody has seen what he could do, but I have seen what he could do. Hell, I faced the guy. I faced the guy, and I believe he is one tough dude. He is very good in that ring. He is very good in that ring, and I promise you dead on. I wish Jay the best of luck. I wish the man that's that damn sadistic the best of luck. I wish I wish, Asolis good luck. I wish the champion himself good luck. And obviously, this match at Final Hour will definitely lead to its expectations. Some people's already commenting. Some people's commenting. They're like Zilla just commented that he wants Asolis to win. Steve has basically said he won't show up. I hardly doubt that, but you never know.
That's quite an insane prediction. What if Asolis does not show up?
What if he doesn't show up?
That would
Well,
confirm
I don't
a
know.
lot of people's theories, I guess. Of I don't know if like Asolis not existing.
I mean, that's kind of a like a very sharp motive saying that he won't show up. But I will say this: we haven't seen him since All War Egg, so I really can understand why people are thinking that.
Right, and he's the general manager, so a general manager should be showing up, usually at every weekly show, and he hasn't.
Exactly. So I feel like there has been a little bit of trouble, believing
Yeah.
that he would show up and do this.
But Zane, I would like to just cut you off a little, and I would just like I think we should do. I think we should announce the Final Hour Night 1 match card to everyone here. As you guys know, it's 2 nights, 2-night event. So let's see what's going on night 1. So let's go. The grand reveal. Night 1, ladies and gentlemen, will be kicked off with Sinister versus Gladiator in a last man standing match. July 30th is where it all begins. Les Français versus Master Mexico and a Mystery Superstar. Night 1, the first ever tag team match in the HWE. You guys don't believe that. And in the main event, it is Genji Reister and Zhane Saint Savior versus the Fire of the Heavens. In a World Championship match, the champion that was vacated by Haunted Jacob. That all goes down on July 30th on night 1, 8/7 Central. Zane, let's discuss the match card match by match. Let's kick things off here with the matchup between. Let me pull it out in the. Where can I go? Let me just pull out the graphic here so we can have it with us while discussing. That would be easier. Two seconds. Alrighty, let's just go like that. Alright, Zane. So the first match on night 1, kicking the epic weekend off, is none other than Sinister versus Gladiator in a last man standing match. Let me just get your mic here. That's not working very much. All right, let's keep things like that so we can hear you. Zane, Sinister versus Gladiator. We talked about Gladiator early on. Touched a little bit on Sinister. But two men that know each other very well. Very, very well. And we compare them many times. Who do you got at Final Hour in that last man standing match, kicking Final Hour off?
One thing I would say, these two are going to truthfully kill each other. There has been history in the past. And like, there's massive history as much as I remember. These two were against each other in the gauntlet match. I don't remember, but I know there's massive history back in MEW sake. We don't talk about that, just like we don't talk about Bruno. But to say who I have in this match is kind of not a hard. It's a hard decision because we both touched on these men, real later on. I think I have to go with Gladiator, who needs it the most. I mean, Sinister, much as I know, he lost the Global Championship to Jacob, who basically, who basically lost the soul, who lost it to Master Mexico. And we all know what happened then. Sinister and Gladiator, as Super Mario Plus 2006 basically said, they are very linked together. I don't see anyone, going past most. But from the way I see it, Sinister has been champion before, Gladiator has not. Who needs it the most? I'm going with, and this is going to be a very controversial decision, I'm going to say Gladiator. And I see Zilla, who basically, voted for Sinister. I see Steve Aston voted for Sinister. I don't disagree with that.
He's Sinister, I mean, former HWE Global Champion. He kind of knows the dance. He knows how this works. Gladiator, in my opinion, hasn't reached the level where Sinister's at. I'm going to have to go with Sinister, especially that this is a last man standing match. And if we think about who can be that last man standing, I'm gonna have to go with Sinister. I believe brings a much more ruthless approach to his matches, and
he's been doing that very recently too.
Yeah, and
but also,
yeah, go ahead.
But also, kind of knowing in his match, Super Mario Plus 2006 has a point. He does, and yeah, SMP, we do see a chat. We do see the chat a lot. I mean, I'm looking right over here, but like I've been looking right over here a lot to see what everybody has been saying. But
yeah,
I have to kind of agree. I have to obviously agree with you, but also agree with everybody on the chat. I mean, I feel like it's fair. I feel like when you really look at it, Gladiator has really been, and I'm gonna use his terminology, the bridesmaid, never the bride, or basically he's been, the best man, never.
Yeah, that's what I feel. I feel he's been the sidekick his whole career, and that's unfortunate for him, I guess.
But then also, when you really look at it, the group he's been in, has supremacy. He really has not, like, let's just say he's been a sidekick.
Exactly.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Like he's been a basic sidekick, and I hate that, and I hate using that terminology. I hate using those words, but it's the truth. I mean,
it's the truth. Yeah.
It's really nothing. He's been in a title match before, and he's been in title matches before. But I feel like when you really think about it, I never saw him really bringing the dance. As much as I know, Sinister brought in the dance. He took out he took out Soul, and he dominated as global champion for as long as he had to until he lost to Haunted Jacob. A little bit later on in his career, he faced me.
Incredible match, by the way.
And yeah, and normally, I've always back in that match, and I've always seen, I saw Sinister more dominant than Gladiator, and well, I've been in the ring with these two, and I've been in these ring like against these two. There's really nothing to say, but I can tell the differences. Sinister is at this level where he knows he has to get more. He knows he has to get more bitter, more grittier. You know what I'm saying? And that's what got him the championship caliber that he has now. Gladiator, on the other hand, he might be called Psycho Maximus. He might have a dominating spear called Spear of Rome, but
he has a great spear. We can talk about his spear for one full night. It is dangerous.
I mean, dangerous is definitely the word to put it.
I mean, look, I faced him at Final Battle, in that opening match right before that insane Haunted Jacob versus Damien Skull match. But yeah, I faced Gladiator at Final Battle, and I was able to defeat him, but it took quite a lot, and I was actually surprised. I was very surprised from the fight that Gladiator gave me, but again, I'm still standing by what I said. Gladiator is just a sidekick. He's not at that level.
He's just been the best man that you can keep on your side, but he's really never had that caliber as the top guy, which is a sad reality, but obviously it's the true reality.
It's a true reality, yeah.
But I feel like this match alone could maybe, and I say maybe because we don't really technically know what's next for these two. I mean, Sinister could be coming back for the Global Championship, the Goldweight Championship, or hell, maybe even the HWE World Championship. I mean, who knows after that? He really, in my ways, I don't see Sinister having anything to lose at this point. So, I might have to change my vote and say Sinister. I have to kind of agree. I kind of have to say Sinister becomes the last man standing. I mean, we're dealing with two. I don't want to use the terminology, but I will say it because they both look exactly like it. Two clowns. One is a jester. One is a monster. But who is more?
Well said.
One is a jester, but one is the top dog. I don't see it. I don't see it as like a Donkey Clown situation.
Yeah.
I see it in plenty different ways. Like I can compare me and Genji Ryusuke, and I can know how different we are. I can compare me and Jay, but and I can compare the many people I faced in the ring with. Shoot, even ones that have came and gone. I mean, there's really nothing much that I can say.
Yeah.
There really isn't nothing much what I can say, but I can say yes, Sinister's becoming the last man standing, and I'm gonna leave it at that because there's really nothing to say. But also, yeah. I like to ask the question. Since you've been in the ring with these two, more likely the most, I will say. What do you see what do you see in Sinister and Gladiator? What is the differences you see when you go against these two?
Well, the difference is actually, let me talk about what's similar. They both have this very violent mind. They're, really attributed to this violent. They love violence. They love being
Oh,
Like,
trust me,
yo, you know.
trust me, I still,
Oh, you know.
I still got like a little bit of a back pain from both of them. Well, because like I'm still a little bit feeling the effects
Oh, for
on
sure.
when Sinister put me in a sleeper hold. I'm still feeling those effects, but I'm also still feeling the effects from Gladiator too. Weirdly enough.
For sure. But yeah.
Thanks, guys. You made me feel open about violence.
No, but like truthfully, like let's talk about my recent match, final battle last year with Gladiator. I was not expecting the match to go that long, and it went quite long. And I knew that the longer that match was getting, the less my chances were getting very low. So I knew I had to end it as quickly
Very.
as possible, because this man, he's just gonna fight till the end. Sinister, though, I believe, yes, it's violence, but he has this. It's something that I can't explain. He has this vibe, this aura, something that I think you witnessed at HWE Outspoken in that championship match. I think Zane, you really witnessed it. I don't know if you can discuss a little more on that match versus Sinister.
I can because yes, I have witnessed it. I could put in words where Sinister has a violent nature, but he also, in a technical way, like we can say the guy is very he's very hardcore. He loves the hardcore stuff, but
Yeah,
he is more like hardcore, but he's also technical with his move. But he also studies like who you are, like as a competitor. But me, when he faced me, I don't know if he really studied me as much, but I studied his career as well. I studied his career. He's never really studied mine until we got into that ring. You know. But as much as I know, when my match with my match with Sinister, which was a very fantastic match, by the way, if you haven't seen it.
oh, it's great. One of my favorite matches. Like, not even joking. This is
I can say that is one of my most favorite career matches, but I've had plenty of more career matches. Like I won the Evolve World Championship before coming here.
yeah.
I've in the original HWE, I faced against Damien Skull. I can say those are my favorite moments or my favorite matches, but I think my match with Sinister kind of opened a gateway for my career, at least.
Absolutely.
Because nobody knew me. Nobody. I was just coming in. I was fresh out of the box. I lost in the first episode of
Yeah,
Fatality.
yeah.
I had to try something new. I had to try something new. Funny enough, I lost. I lost to the Black Stinger, who had multiple losses under his belt. By the way,
We all start somewhere, Zane. We all start somewhere.
but anyways, despite that loss, I really don't. I really was. I saw myself as a top star. Nobody has. I don't call myself a know-it-all when it comes to wrestling because that's one thing you shouldn't do when you wrestle in a business or even wrestle in a universe mode. But like you know what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah.
Like I've been in plenty companies here and there where I never showed disrespect. Even here, I've really never showed disrespect to anybody. Disrespect to the wrestlers. I've always kept myself 100%. My match with Sinister, I could say he brought the best out of me. Keep in mind, I was this close.
That
This
close.
close.
That close, yeah.
That's good. Because you want to know what I said before and for anybody that doesn't remember, I was on the phone with him. If everybody remembers this closely, I was a fan that signed here. to become a wrestler. And then I get a call for a certain day, and it was from who then was my favorite wrestler, still is to this day. I got a call, and who was on that call? It happened to be the man that I went against. It was Sinister. And he gave me some tips. I studied his career. I watched his matches. Hell, I still watch him today to get more point of view. And I added something to my to my already technical prowess. I was a high flyer, but now to this point of day, I've now decided to be more technical with my moves, more psychology. I have more psychology on who is next and who is open. And that's why I'm the best that I've ever become. And it always never stops like that. I mean, hell, people can talk. People in the roster can already knows how my knees feel. I mean, I'm a striker when it comes to my knees.
Yeah.
Like everybody knows how those feel. Everybody knows. Hell, ask Sinister after this. He knows how he know how that felt. But I was always open to learn something from him. And when that match happened, I learned who he was. He learned who I was. And that's the greatest achievement that I could ever have as a competitor here at HWE. Or any competitor in general.
Right. And Zane, before we go on this short break, is your final pick still Sinister for this matchup between Sinister and Gladiator?
I was leading toward because when I started this off, I was leading towards Gladiator because I felt like he needed more. But then when we got more in depth with it,
you went with Sinister.
Yeah.
But now,
yeah,
who are you going with? Final pick. What are you locking in?
I'm still locking in with Sinister because obviously there's, like I said before, I was in the ring with the guy. He learned a lot. I learned a lot of things from him. He learned who I was. It was all great. It was great, and we were on the open, and that was cool with me.
Yeah. I'm going to have to lock in Sinister as well. I mean, I've also been in the ring with him, and I find him just a little tiny bit better than Gladiator, and I think he's going to be better at Final Hour. It's as simple as that. I think it comes down to a fraction. It comes down to a tiny little thing, and that tiny little thing is going to change that match result drastically at Final Hour. I'm very excited for this matchup, though. I think fans are excited for this last man standing to kick things off on night 1. Let's take a short little break, and we'll be back up next to discuss our upcoming match on night 1 that was revealed just earlier. We'll be back. Save the storm, save the night. In the darkness, find the light. As the world shatters, we rise. In unity, defying demise. Welcome back to HWE Recall, episode 5. In this past hour, we've discussed this incredible matchup between Asolis versus Gladiator from MEW Season 1, Episode 15 that will air Tuesday as part of our HWE/MEW Classic. And I discussed with Zhane Saint Savior Sinister versus Gladiator at Final Hour. That will be going on Night 1. We revealed earlier the Night 1 official match card. Sinister versus Gladiator in a last man standing match will kick off the event, and it will be followed by the match that we're going to discuss up next between Master Mexico and a mystery superstar versus the debuting Master French and Mini French, Les Français, all going down on Night 1, July 30th in this first ever HWE Tag Team match. And the main event that we're going to discuss as well, Zhane Saint Savior versus Genji Reisker in a 30-minute Iron Man match. It doesn't get bigger than this at Final Hour, Night 1. Zhane, before we discuss about your probably the biggest matchup, the biggest match that you're ever going to have in your whole entire career, let's discuss Master Mexico and the mystery superstar versus the debuting Les Français, which includes Master French and Mini French. Let's start with this. This is an interesting matchup. It involves, first of all, it's the first ever HWE tag team match. It involves a debuting tag team, Les Français. We don't know anything about these guys. All we know is their names, Master French and Mini French. The thing pointed out to me is Master French, and Super Mario Plush mentions it in the comments. Master French is real. For those who don't know, there were some teasers in MEW Season 2, and it all led up to this, you know, Master French name in those little video hype package, and you know it said like things like coming soon or like debuting at this event. He never showed up.
Never debuted. Never showed
debuted.
up. Never showed up.
But we were Master Mexico, and that's the
ladies and gentlemen, for everything he's describing, it happened, and we were all disappointed. Master Mexico, welcome. Master Mexico, he shined himself. Master French.
Well, look, he's finally debuted.
He's here now.
He's here now. But Final Hour, and
after a couple teasers to God.
Yeah, I mean, what, 3-year-long teasers? For
3-year-long. He became. Well, I hate using this, but for people that understand the reference, he basically became Veer.
Yes,
Mahan.
Veer Mahan. Master French finally came. Well, actually, he's coming. Excuse my.
Hey, yo, cut that if you have to.
Excuse my language.
Hey,
definitely cutting that from the highlights. Oh my.
Hey, yo. put that in a clip, and I swear to God, people's gonna be saying, "What did he say?"
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's PG.
Anyways, back to the match. We're finally getting the debut of Master French, and I want to point out that he's bringing a little someone. And I say little, well, quite literally little. His name is Mini French. So, Zhane, any thoughts about this Mini French dude?
I have no words. As much as I know, the kid version of Veer Mahan is finally here. I'm excited for what these two got, but no, seriously. I'm excited for what these two have. I'm excited to finally see what they can do in the ring. their sake, for Mini's sake, I'm excited to see what he's got on the table, and I very see a future ahead of him. Now, I did see a future in Master French, but I lost that a couple years ago. No, seriously, I am happy he's here. I'm happy, I'm happy Master French is here. I'm happy he's able to debut. I'm happy Mini French is here because obviously we've never seen what he has done, and I'm excited to see what he has to bring to the table. Very much.
Yeah. So Les Français, they are brothers supposedly. And
Les Français.
Les Français. I think it's quite obvious that they speak French.
Yeah, it's Les Français.
Les Français.
It's Les Français.
It is.
Les Français.
I'm very excited. I'm very curious about what they can bring to the table. But another, maybe more serious topic, it's Master Mexico. And Master Mexico, we saw what happened. We saw what unfolded at Extreme Yard 2025, where I faced Master Mexico, who at the time, global champion. I mean, it maybe still is, depending on the theory of, many people. We then saw that Master Mexico, the man under Master Mexico, is the biggest star in HWE for some, Haunted Jacob. What's that all about? Are we gonna see Haunted Jacob as Master Mexico at Final Hour, or was that just a one-time thing? Did Haunted Jacob, I don't know, did he attack the real Master Mexico and dress up as him for that match to claim back his... I don't know. I'm lost. I'm quite lost. Any thoughts?
I think a theory. I think Master Mexico gave... No, wait, no, he didn't. He wouldn't have. He wouldn't have. I think those two are brothers from a different legacy. That's my theory. Nah, but for real. I think he attacked him. I think he stole his mask. I think he stole his gimmick. It worked out for his favorites, because guess what? He became HWE World. He became double champion. And obviously, we all saw what happened then. And now he had that title. He now has one title to relinquish, but one title to defend. I don't know the theories. There's plenty of theories. Was he actually Master Mexico?
But
maybe
let's say he
so.
was. We all know Master Mexico as this little comedic character, this little jobber of a character at the start, especially in his career. I mean, how many L's did this guy take in the beginning?
How many L's did it take him to finally rupture his peace to attack me? Keep in mind, I was a victim. Keep in mind, I was a victim.
Of Master
Let this be known.
Mexico.
I was a victim. Now, yes, he apologized to me, but Master Mexico, I still won't forget this. I was a victim of you attacking me. Why? I was gonna beat you senseless. I was gonna beat you down, but I wish you good luck. I wish you good luck until you attacked me, and then that's the thing. I was this close. You wanna know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make a little bit of assumption. If you guys watched our match, who was this close to cutting this map? Who was this close?
True.
To cutting that treasure map?
True.
I was this close. This close. If he didn't say I quit, I probably would have done it. And then what would have happened? Keep in mind, I was going to get repercussions from the board anyways, but I wouldn't even care.
But that's the thing now.
This close.
Is Haunted Jacob actually related to this character? The one that attacked you from the back, was that Haunted Jacob? Or is this, like Super Mario said, a hard-working Latino that we don't know about?
Latino who never won. Who never won, but he did. Believe me. Who never went to the top, but he did. Who never. No character have ever went to the top of the industry, went to the top of Mount Olympus, and became world champion. He became global champion. But he was under the beds. We saw what happened. I don't know if there's mysteries. I don't know if you have to call Scooby and the Gang to figure that out. But whatever the situation is, I call it Fungazis.
And now, back to this match. Master Mexico. There's so many stories. I mean, the debuting Le Français. There's the whole Master Mexico situation. But now he has to find himself a mystery partner. Who can that be?
It depends. That kind of depends. Now, I say that because it could be somebody that's been in this roster but never really got that opportunity. I mean, I could really say for many things. I could say for many things, it could be. It potentially, it could be, honestly. When I put it this way, it could be Killer Kong coming back.
Yeah. It could be a...
It could be the daddy of all daddies. Oh! Santa Hook. Why is he called that, by the way? Why is he called that?
Ask him. I don't know.
As far as I'm concerned, he's just gonna give me the whole time. First
you
off,
got beef with that guy, huh?
I got beef with his name, not the guy itself. I got beef. I got beef with the name, the nickname for sorts, but also the fact that he's Santa and Hulk at the same visual.
Yeah,
I don't understand
it. That's quite insane. Good for him. He's Santa Claus and Hulk at the same time, and he's the daddy of all daddies. That's.
Can we clip that as well? Can we clip that as well?
Oh my god. Do you imagine if Santa Hulk is that mystery superstar?
Hell no.
No?
Hell no.
I'm just saying maybe.
I mean, it could be possible, but hell no. Hell no.
Santa Hulk should have joined HWE. That's what Super Mario's saying.
I would listen. I wouldn't hate on it, but I swear on everything, for the many people who are in this company right now, we dropping that man, and I'm not saying this in the meanest way possible. I'm just saying, man. Pick your battles. Pick your battles before we pick you. Pause.
Anyways, you know what? I'm locking it in. The mystery superstar is Santa Hulk. I'm locking it in.
I'm kind of gonna lock in. I'm kind of gonna lock in on a return here. I mean, I think it could be Angelo Del Rio.
Yeah, it could.
it could be him. Could be him. You never know.
He does look like Master Mexico.
But think about it. He might be step recipient cousin of the guy, or maybe
Right.
even his brother. Maybe his brother.
Yeah.
Maybe his father, young father. But you know what I'm trying to say. I mean, his nickname is literally called Papa Mexico. I don't know why that's even. What is Master Mexico? What is Master Mexico? Junior Mexico? I don't freaking know. The
Oh my.
the never so called version of the failed version of Mystico? I don't know.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Are you
Possibly.
going with Angelo
mean,
Del Rio?
Yeah, I'm going with him, but then again, I don't know because it could be Killer Kong, it could be Day 17. It could be Massacre. I haven't seen him in a minute.
True. True.
I
But you
I,
know
I, I want
what?
him.
What
I want him
if
to come. Truthfully, I do want him to come back. Actually, I think Massacre was a great wrestler.
he was, but he ain't no Santa Hulk. He ain't no daddy of all daddies. I'm locking in Santa Hulk.
Oh, why are you
Everyone
saying that
can.
so seductively? First off, I don't know where this conversation has been to.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know, but that's how it just shows you
he
how.
might potentially,
Yeah, go
he
ahead.
might potentially, he might potentially be in like, you know, he'll be a PWF. Who knows? Go right ahead. Might as well.
Might as well
Might as
join
well be
over there.
remembered.
Yeah.
I mean, guys like us are there. You got, you know, Skeletor is there. Jacob is there.
Why not Santa Hulk?
Why not? It's fair. Me and Genji Ricer are there. You can see us beef at each other. Who knows? You know, you never know.
You never know.
But we all know is if anybody has ever watched Crush Hour, which I hardly say check out, PWF Crush Hour, amazing event. You all know who he ain't beating? Well, me and Jay are the current. For everybody that doesn't know, I'm announce this. We are the current OPEW Tag Team Champions and the current PWF 2K Tag Team Champions. Santa Hulk ain't beating us. He ain't breathing the broken water.
I don't know. I kind of love Santa Hulk, man.
I got suspicions on that. I got some suspicions. The fact that his name is called. The fact that his name. No. Superman pushed down the 6. No. No. He should have never. No. Deep down inside. Superman pushed down the 6. Deep down inside. He ain't defeat. He's not going to defeat Damian Score. Truthfully enough, I know he ain't. Because you want to know why? I defeated the guy, and I know how hard that was. Personally, the daddy of all daddies.
You have to say it right. The daddy of all daddies. You have to say it right, Zane. Come on, there's a note. Santa Hulk told me. That's how you have to say it.
What he told you? Oh my God, we are getting way too out tracked on this club. I'm locking in. It's going to be Angelo Del Rio. Personally. Oh my God.
All right.
Daddy of all daddies.
Okay, you lock in Angelo Del Rio.
I hate you. I Santa
okay,
Hulk,
seriously,
I hate you.
I'll lock my pick for the mystery superstar.
Go ahead.
Seriously.
Go ahead.
Santa Hulk. All right, let's move on, everyone. We're gonna be back after this short break, and we're gonna discuss the main event of night 1. And after that, we're going to reveal the night 2 match card and quickly go through it. I know it's getting late, so yeah, let's take a short little break. We'll be back. Welcome back, everyone. Short little break, and we're back. Episode 5 of HWE Recall. Lots of discussions on tonight's episode. Sometimes it might go off topic, and we kind of witnessed that just recently with someone that I won't name, because if I name, we're gonna talk about him for the next hour or so. So let's just move on. And Zane, maybe it's a subject that you want to talk about, as Night 1's main event is official. It will be Genji Reisker versus Zhane Saint Savior for the vacant World Championship in a 30-minute Iron Man match. How? It can't get bigger than this. And I'd like to ask you, Zane, as you were part of the main event, how do you feel main eventing Final Hour versus someone you know very well, and for the World Championship? What does this mean to you?
Well, what does it mean for me? I feel like me, Genji Reister, we've been across the world here and there. We've been tag teaming. We've been teaming with each other. If I give the respect to the guy, because when I first saw him, he was really just the type of competitor that really understood who I was, who really understood me, who really understood my character, who really understood who I was as a competitor. Same thing that he could simply say to me, even though he won't be able to, even though he truthfully will not admit it through his bitterness. He can obviously agree with it. But the one thing I can say is I tag team with him, but he turned his back on me. And the thing he likes to mention is, I am a liar. I'm a liar. Now, yes, I try not to mention our past. You want to know why I don't try to mention our past? Because, yes, I turned on him as well. And I didn't do it first. That's the thing. I didn't do it first. And I sure as hell didn't do it a second time. The first time I attacked him, when I turned on him, that was payback for all the damage he did to me a couple years ago. But we are way past that. I got my revenge to defeating him for the MEW World Championship. He got his revenge to defeating me in a no mercy match back in MEW Homecoming Empire. But now we are past, but we are still in MPW. We are in PWF. We are in PWF. We are now in HWE. And now we are here in the biggest careers of our life, in our life and our careers. And it's in an Iron Man match. An Iron Man match. The match that
30 minutes. 30 minutes. How do you enter this matchup, Zane, when you know that this match is gonna last 30 minutes?
Well, I've been in matches where it's lasted me 30 minutes. I mean, I went through a whole 30-minute time limit back in MEW, back in MPW. I lasted a whole 30 minutes and still became MPW World Champion. I lasted 30 minutes. I can last 30 minutes. I can last 20 minutes. Hell, I can even last a damn 10 minutes. But that's the problem. The thing is, we are in 30 minutes. It's a 30-minute Iron Man match. But do I feel any pressure about that? I should, but I don't. Why? Because I'm against somebody that I know can go 30 minutes as much as I can. But I know I can beat him, and he deeply knows I have this number. I've I beat him 6 times. Sure, he might have beat me. Sure, he might have beat me 5 or 6. But respectfully, he can say all of his accomplishments. I can even say mine. Listen, I'm a former world champion here and there. I can list all my accomplishments, but I ain't as braggadocious as him. I ain't as braggadocious as the man who is now finally part of Sloppy Sundays. And I can finally represent this. Me, the demigod. Me to demigod. You know who I am. I am the fire of the heavens. I am the son of the sun god. I am the man that's going to become HWE world champion. And at the end of the day, I don't care if we are there for 30 minutes. I'll beat your ass for 30 minutes. I'll get some points off of you, and I will deeply walk out. At that night, at final hour, as your new HWE world champion. I mean, sure as hell he's going to disagree with that. But as much as I know, I'm walking in this night the best I've ever felt. I went to the guy who makes my gears for me, and he made me some awesome. And I know, happily enough, and I am happy to express myself and my fantabulous, imagination for all of you to see. But let's be clear and let's be hopefully honest here. Demigod might be good, demigod might be great, but what happens when a demigod meets a sun god and burns all the way up to obscurity? You'll find that out at final hour. Because when the time strikes, the son of the sun god rises, and you will embrace my vision.
Strong words for towards Genji Reisker. Zilla in the comments says that his pick is Genji Reisker for final hour, and this is a matchup where I like to note is very 50-50. There's no strong favorite in this match. It could go either way. I'd like to also mention that it's the first World Championship match to not feature either Damien Skull, Skeletor, Haunted Jacob, or one of those, like the 4 horsemen, let's say. How do you feel, Zane, that you and Genji Reisker are able to go out there and compete for the biggest prize in HWE?
It feels great. It feels great. It feels amazing. I feel the greatest that I've ever felt coming into final hour. And that's no possibility shot to anybody. I mean, but I feel like I've said it before and I'll say it again. It was time for new opportunities for new people to get shots. And if it's me and Genji, I'm cool with it. But I will happily beat the demigod. And I don't care if it takes me, shoot, it's going to take me 30 minutes to beat him anyways. But I know it's going to be hard to. But I also know it's going to be hard for him to put me away too. And for Super Mario Plush's sake, I know you remember this. Wasn't I the guy that beat him at MPW Gold Rush when we were crowning a PWI World Championship? PWI 2K World Championship. Did I not defeat him? You can watch it back And oh boy, the records can say I beat Genji Ricer.
But now,
I plan on
Zane,
doing it.
it's a whole new environment here in HWE, and talking about environments and with who you're around with and who you get along with, Genji Reisker is now part of the final Dominion. Will that affect this matchup? Final Dominion, Skeletor, Asolis, and Genji Reisker. Can this potentially become a handicap match? Unfortunately for you.
Oh, that's bigly fine because I know who to call. I know this. I know the stacks are going to be against me. The final Dominion has been a thorn in my side since day one. Since Final Dominion started, they've been a thorn on my side since day one. Through Skeletor, all the way to Reisker. I deeply want to say, I feel so terribly sorry if your demigod doesn't become HWE World Champion. And I checked on social media. I checked social media. I see Skeletor complaining. I see him complaining all around. He says, I deserve this opportunity. I deserve this. I want the chance to become HWE World Champion again. But here's the thing, you just was. You don't need it again. Nobody wants to see you again. And shoot, people might try to lie their way through their information, through their text, through everything they see. And guess what? They can say, and they can lie. Let's say you do deserve to be put in that match. You do to be put in that situation. But we all know. People can just lie their way just so they can get views out of it. And that sure the hell is the case. And defending Final Dominion, I don't care who you are. I don't care if it's Reisker. I don't care if it's Asolis. I don't give a damn if it's Skeletor. Because surely enough, bring all the numbers you can get because future plans. I just know who to call. So I could either point the gun and make a whole bounty of Final Dominion. Because I know some people who hate you as much as you hate me.
Zane, I've asked you for the past matches who's your pick to win. I think it's obvious. I won't ask. I'll give you my prediction. Zane, I think your time has come. I actually believe that your time is actually no. Let me rephrase that. Your time is now, Zane. Your time is now. You've worked very hard, very hard. We've all seen you work very hard, character-wise, in the ring, everywhere, wherever you go.
On this microphone, you know.
Exactly, and everything that you touch, you've made it greater. And you've made yourself greater. Your time is now for you to win the HWE World Championship. You deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. But you know what the thing is, though? You're facing a demigod. You're facing Genji Reisker.
I know who I'm facing.
I know who you're facing. I'm just very sorry that you had to face that one guy. Because put anyone else. Put Haunted Jacob. Put Sinister. Hey, put someone in you know very well. Soul. You're beating them. At this point in your career, you are beating anyone. Hell, you'd beat me. But Zhane, you're facing someone who's entering their prime. Mr. Reisker has something planned for you at Final Hour. And you know what, Zhane? I won't even let you respond to that, as we're going to take a short break and discuss about Night 2 after this short ad. Save the storm, save the night. In the darkness, find the light. As the world shatters, we rise. In unity, defying demise. Welcome back, everyone, to HWE Recall Episode 5. A long episode, a great episode featuring myself and Zhane Saint Savior, who's going to main event Night 1 of Final Hour versus Genji Reisker, the demigod himself, on Night 1. And in the main event, let's show you guys the match card for this incredible show. Sinister, Gladiator, last man standing match to kick things off on Night 1. Followed by the debut of Les Français versus Master Mexico and the Mystery Superstar in the first ever tag team match in HWE history.
Who, by the way, we don't know who the mystery partner is.
We don't know who the partner is.
It could be anybody from it could be anybody from MEW's past.
Exactly.
It could be the daddy. It could be the daddies of all daddies.
Yes, it can.
The daddy of all daddies. It could be Killer Thorn. It could be anybody. I mean, hey, I'm just naming nicknames here.
And then obviously the main event between Zhane Saint Savior and Genji Reisker.
Who I'll be defeated, by the way.
Let's go to Night 2. I don't want you commenting on your main event matchup. I don't want you disrespecting Mr. Reisker, please. No disrespect to Mr. Reisker.
Oh, it ain't disrespect. It's just the truth. It'll be the truth.
Yeah, we'll see about that. All right. We don't got much time left.
Okay.
Night 2. Zane, are you ready for the reveal?
Definitely,
Night
definitely. Let's
2's
go.
match card. Skeletor versus Haunted Jacob, the main event of Night 2. In an anything goes matchup, and the global championship is on the line at Final Hour. NZKW collab. HWE x NZKW. We're getting a showcase matchup between Creed and Smiley from one of the biggest backyard wrestling promotions currently. And a huge triple threat match between Wyatt, Jake Crow, and Asolis. Lots of things to discuss on this match. We have a debuting Jake Crow, we have the Golden Weight champion Wyatt, and we have a returning Asolis. The Golden Weight championship is on the line. That all goes down at Final Hour on Night 2, July 31st, 8/7 Central. Hashtag HWE Final Hour. 6 matches in this incredible weekend. Zane, let's begin with talking about the first match that will kick things off on Night 2, and that being J. Crow versus Wyatt and versus Asolis. Quickly, your thoughts on the matchup, and give us your final pick.
I think this match will definitely blow the roof off for Night 2, and I think it'll kick off something amazing. But my vengeful pick will probably be Jay Crow, the man that has that deficit. I think he's earned a lot of. I think he's earned his ways. Now, yes, he's new to HWE, but I feel like I've known him outside of it, and obviously, you know, I think he deserves it. I think I can even go the extra mile. Jay Crow, I wish to win, and I know deep down inside it could happen, it could not happen. But I know deep down inside, I just see Jay, you know, heading up there in his career.
Definitely a sexy pick. You know, definitely not one of the favorites heading in this matchup. And it's honestly a great pick with Jay Crow. On my side, I think Wyatt's reign is coming to an end. That's what I believe. Wyatt's reign as Golden Weight champion is going to come to an end. He's held it for quite some time. You know, it's time, Zane, when a title reign is so damn long, eventually it ends. We saw it, you know, with Roman Reigns in the WWE. We've seen it with many people. Eventually, a title reign ends. And I think for Wyatt, it's ending. But I'm not going to go with Jake Crow. I'm going to go with my brother Asolis, who I've faced many times in the past. And I now know him even more well right now with the Final Dominion. I believe in his return to the ring, Asolis will become the Golden Weight champion. And Zane, I believe the Final Dominion is leaving with all the gold at Final Hour.
Because you think you're leaving out with the okay.
I'm gonna be global champion.
Right.
Genji's gonna be world champion. Asolis is gonna be Golden Weight champion. Can you imagine that? Amazing.
Right.
Amazing.
For you, but not for anybody else. I mean, Zilla might be the one guy that might be supporting y'all, but truthfully enough, I mean,
I love that scenario.
You can love that scenario all you want. It just ain't gonna happen. It just ain't gonna happen.
It will.
Maybe in your dreams, but not in mine. Not in mine. I wish for my brother. No disrespect to Wyatt. I respect Wyatt cold-hearted. Definitely. I know his reign is definitely gonna it's definitely come to an end. But I wish for my brother my, how do I say this delicately? My broken choir brother himself in J Pro. You can wish on your brother, oh, Final Dominion, Asolis all you want, but I wish Jay to leave out as Golden Weight champion. And while we're on the topic of this, I was wondering to ask you, how are you feeling coming into Zilla? We know, we know you are a girl. You are awesome as a fan. But back to the point, Mr. Skeletor. I'm gonna have to be host here for a little bit. How are you feeling coming in to final hour, and how are you feeling about your match with Haunted Jacob, who is ultimately the top guy here?
Yeah, sure, top guy my ass, Zane. Come on, I'm just doing the dance again. I've been in the main event of a final show. I've beaten Haunted Jacob before in the main event of a final show of a company. I'm just gonna go out there and do the same thing. This time, I'm going to win a championship. And looking here at the HWE headquarters here. Right here. Look at this beautiful thing I've got here. Isn't it just amazing? Yes, it is a replica. This is not the one that Haunted Jacob has, obviously. Haunted Jacob is probably sleeping with his championship right now. Past his bedtime. But this thing is going to come to Skeletor. Zane knows it, and the whole world knows it. Zilla knows.
He says I know it, but here's the major question.
You know it. You don't want to admit that Skeletor is leaving with that championship. You're
as much as
afraid.
As much as
you know what, Zane? You're afraid to say that I'm going to win because you know that my reputation has taken a hit in these past years with all we're ahead and that whole situation with the briefcase. And now you're afraid to go on my side because there are no longer people on my side. Except for Zilla, obviously. But you know what I mean. There's not a lot of fans, of Skeletor fans. And you're afraid. You're afraid to be a Skeletor fan. But I know, Zane, that you are one of my biggest supporters. Biggest supporters ever. So admit it. I'm going to give you the chance. I'm going to give you the chance to tell me that I am level 100 and I am greater, better than anyone else. Go ahead. I'm waiting.
So you lasted 15 minutes. Well, basically saying that I'm afraid of admitting that you, of all people, you are the top. That's funny. That's truly funny. I don't know. I mean, truly, before Damien left this company, how many times have he called you out?
I don't care about Damien Skull. He's gone again.
How many times, truthfully enough, has Shaquem told you about it? He's gone too. But as far as I'm concerned, how many times have plenty of people from this company, even outside this company, have mentioned how big of an ego that you have? Ever since you started Final Dominion, you've had this ego. Shoot, I would know that ego. You know why? Because I've watched you since the KEW days. You've been having that ego. You've had that ego since day one, and I respect you for that. I do. And you never let your ego slow you down. I will say that. You are one of the greatest. I will say you are one of the greatest. Hell, even the top five, of wrestlers that's came into this business. Obviously became the top of your game. But never, and I mean ever, no joke, ever say I'm afraid of admitting that I'm a fan. And I'm a fan. Listen. I'm not one to admit I'm a fan of truly saying that you are not walking out as the champion again. I am a fan of mentioning that you will not come in the final hour. Not only you will come in to final hour as the challenger, but you also will walk out as a failure. And I am tempted to say that you are just not my favorite. I mean, you got people on your side. I mean, hey, I could have some appreciation for Asolis. I could show some appreciation to my opponent,
Zhane,
Genji Reister. I could give you a lot of appreciation.
Get your ass up and acknowledge me face to face instead of laying down and dreaming about winning the world championship versus Genji Reisker, because that's not gonna happen.
Oh, really?
What's going to happen is that the Final Dominion is going to leave with all the gold, and we're gonna end HWE on our terms with all the glory, and we're gonna have the whole kingdom on our side. That's what's gonna happen.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute. Did my mind just hear that correctly? Actually, hell, did my dream hear that correctly? Did you just say Did you say Final Dominion is walking out with all the gold?
That's what I said.
You want to know what I say to that?
That's what I said.
You want to know what I say to?
You've got ears. You could hear me. Or your big ass headphones are blocking.
Well, here's the thing. My headphones are the least of your problems. The one thing I'm about to say is that Skeletor, you say that Final Dominion is walking out with all the gold. You want to know what I say to that? Hell no. Because you want to know why? You all are not going to be walking out with the gold. I don't care if the Asolis wins the Golden Weight Championship. He probably might not even win the Golden Weight Championship. I don't care if you win the HWE Global Championship, or you probably might not even become Global Champion.
I will.
But the one thing that ain't going to happen is that I am not losing to a selfish, self-minded, self-egotistical dumbass known as Demigod Genji Reisker.
Selfish,
and you can
him?
Selfish. You want to know why?
Selfish.
He's all you want to know why?
About family. He joined the Final Dominion to build a strong foundation, a strong family. You're saying
except you want to know what's funny? You want to know what's funny? You said the same thing about Shaquem Empire, and even Shaquem, and I can agree with this. He was better than all three of you combined.
Ah, oh, come on. Shaquem, do you really want to talk about Shaquem Empire?
Shaquem
took his balls, got out of Final Dominion, and guess what? He's now out of HWE. For the better, by the way, because who cares about Shikame
See,
Empire? He can go back.
but
He can go back to wrestle his little teddy bears and wrestle Stitch and Buzz Lightyear and Mickey Mouse. He can go do all of that. We don't need
see,
him
but
here. I
here,
don't want you to say that he's better than all
see,
three of us. What
why?
are you
Well, I
saying?
am saying. Well, I will say
This
this.
guy had like one match in HWE. All he's known for is an HWE host. And guess what? You might also be known just as an HWE host because that's all you do. Run your mouth and you don't
Right,
deliver in the ring.
right. If
If you would
I'm
have
the
delivered in the
HWE
ring, you would
host,
have beaten Sinister at Outspoken. All right? That's it. All starts there. It all
what?
starts
Oh,
there.
wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. You want to know what I find funny? You want to know what I find funny? Shaquem brought back this match. And he's right. Why? Because Genji Reisker is nothing but sloppy seconds to you. But let's be completely honest. He's been sloppy seconds for your behind ever since he attacked me. I kind of figured it was gonna happen eventually. I kind of figured he was gonna join your team anyways. I kind of figured he was gonna join your side anyways. I knew he wasn't. I knew eventually it was gonna happen like this. But here's the problem. I know him pretty well. And I know he's gonna be able to stab somebody in the back. And who says it won't happen to you either? He's done it to me 2 times. But let me say this.
We made him take a loyalty
Skeletor.
test. He's fine.
Let me say oh, loyalty test. Oh, loyalty test my ass. You think he sticks to loyalty? The one thing he sticks on is stabbing you in the back and wait until the final moment. Well, wait until you're finally vulnerable enough to not understand what's truly about to happen to you until it happens. That's what I came to find out about the demigod, about the savior, about the mind killer, about the icon, about the I don't care. He's got plenty of other names. I don't care. The demigod won't be the man on top, and you sure as hell won't be the
Yo,
main
Genji.
stable on top.
How's it going, Genji?
It's going good.
I'm on Recall right now, and I have this not so special guest, Mr. Zhane Saint Savior.
Oh.
Talk to him, man. He's been saying that you're gonna stab me in the back eventually, and he's saying that he's gonna win that final hour versus Genji Reisker. I told him, man, you've got no chance. Zane, shut up. Let Genji Reisker talk.
First of all, this guy right here, he is honestly, I have to say, Zane, you are probably the biggest fucking buffoon I've ever seen in my entire life. First of all, buddy, correct me if I'm wrong, did I absolutely freaking destroyed you? Destroy you.
Destroyed me is one hell of a stretch.
Fatality. And keep in mind,
Destroyed is one hell of a stretch.
My first ever match, and I won. I beat you. No, I whooped your absolute fucking ass.
Yep.
So the fact that you think that, oh, I don't stand a chance come final hour. No. Zane, the real person who doesn't stand a chance is you.
Oh, really?
I want to tell you something. The fact of the matter is that, well, who do you have? Because as far as I'm concerned, compare me to Genji Rock. Compare Zhane Saint Savior to Genji Rice. Because see, I have the final dominion. I have the greatest leader of all time, the most handsomest man, HWE, the greatest, hell, possibly the greatest wrestler better than me, Skeletor.
Absolutely.
I have Asolis.
The man with a football head with the soccer mom's hair?
I have it all, buddy. And meanwhile, Zane, who do you have? Who do you have? Oh, that's right. Nobody. Absolute nothing. So that being said, Zhane Saint Savior, next time when you run your mouth about me and come final hour, just know this one thing. Hey, just keep those things in mind. Keep those singular things in mind. And trust me, because I've been wanting to talk to you about this. Come final hour, I'm gonna put the nails in the coffin for the fire of the heavens. I am going to finally put you out. I'm gonna finally do something that hell, your mother probably should have done for the past 12 years, and that is put you out. And I'm gonna do it in less than 30 minutes. So.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
So that's all I have to say, Skeletor. I really don't. I don't want to talk. I don't want to keep talking to this fucking.
I completely understand. Genji, thank you very much, and I'll see you
Oh.
at my office.
Oh. Oh.
See you there.
See you.
Look at this! Look at this romantic story. You got this fake god who's called the demigod praising a man who has a football head and soccer hair for a head.
You're jealous, Zane.
What are we talking about?
You just realized
jealous.
Genji Reisker has a family to back him up.
Jealous.
Guess what, Zane? Guess what, Zane?
Oh, really?
You don't got a family, unfortunately.
Oh.
Do you, Zane? You don't have anyone,
really?
Zane. Unfortunately for you,
really?
No one's there to support you at Final Hour, and no one's there to help you when the Final Dominion strikes yet again. As Genji Reisker, the demigod, soon to be a god, completely, he will stand tall over you and be the world champion. Go talk, say whatever. Go.
Skeletor, you want to say, you and him want to say that I don't got nobody? Oh. I want you to look dearly in my eyes. I can look dearly into yours. What you see is a man that has nothing to lose. What you see is a man that has everything to gain than just being a second-handed, sloppy second to the biggest bum in the Western Hemisphere. And futurely enough, you got a man who is coming into Final Hour as a punisher to the demigod. And you got a man who is happy to kill this Final Dominion BS for good. And you also got a man who is tempted enough. I don't give a damn about Asolis. I don't give a damn about you. I don't give a damn about Genji Reisker. You want to say I don't have a family? Well,
you don't.
Come this Final Hour, you'll be dead, mistaken, because I'll happily put your fresh new box toy down to the grave at Final Hour. And I praise to God, at Final Hour, you won't have a family anymore.
We'll see about that. Ladies and gentlemen, Final Hour, your official match card. Let's begin with Night 1, Sinister versus Gladiator. Last man standing match, July 30th in 18 days. we begin Final Hour. Les Français debut versus Master Mexico and a mystery superstar. Who will that mystery superstar be? We're going to find out in the first ever tag team matchup on night 1. The main event, Zhane Saint Savior versus Genji Reisker for the vacant World Championship in a 30-minute Iron Man match. And then we've got night 2. Kicking things off for night 2 will be the triple threat match. But main eventing, Haunted Jacob defends the Global Championship versus Skeletor in an anything goes matchup. Followed by an NZKW showcase match between Smiley and Creed, all going down on July 31st. And kicking night 2 off, it will be a mega match. Mega matchup between Jake Rowe, the Golden Weight champion Wyatt, and a returning general manager and former world champion Asolis. That all goes down, and that all ends on July 31st on night 2, 8/7 Central for Final Hour. Mr. Zhane Saint Savior, a great Recall episode. And I guess I wish you good luck for Final Hour. And I'll see you backstage over there. I'll be watching night 1, that's for sure. Obviously, I have to watch Mr. Reisker's big moment, right? And also, I have to watch the
You're going to watch his big failure. You're going to watch his big failure.
Santa Hulk.
Still don't know why he called that.
I don't know. I'd have to ask him. Anyway, Zane, great episode of Recall. Next, actually Tuesday, 2 classic episode matches. To catch up on the one that we missed last week. Wyatt versus the Blizzard and Asolis versus Gladiator. And then we've got Recall on Sunday next week. And we're on the road to Final Hour. Don't miss tomorrow's big announcement from Haunted Jacob and Skeletor regarding the future of HWE. Late afternoon. Don't miss it. And we're on the road to Final Hour. Expect some hype packages to get dropped. Expect the match card graphics to be uploaded as well. And we're on the road to the biggest, big, mega, huge HWE event. Final Hour. Mr. Savior, any last words?
Expect me to kill the demigod at Final Hour. And that's just my vision. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you next week for another Recall episode. But before I go, I'd like to mention that the Final Dominion will be leaving with all the gold after Final Hour. I just had to repeat it. All right, thank you, everyone. Thanks for watching. See you next week.